Good morning. I hope everybody slept well. I slept really well last night. Today I want to talk about the second most often question I am asked with regard to women in midlife, perimenopause, and menopause. And that is about weight gain or difficulty losing weight. So usually this falls into two camps, and so that's women who have been fairly thin during their lives, or not hugely overweight, and who gain some weight during maybe starting in perimenopause. And then the other camp is women who have probably been struggling with their weight their whole lives and just in midlife find it even more difficult to lose, and they tend to be the yo-yo dieters that go up and down with probably like the same 20-30 pounds over their life, up and down. So let's start with the first group, which is the people who have never really had a weight problem, but suddenly find themselves with a little bit of muffin top going into midlife. And so let me explain that is actually, that's one of the few occasions where that is actually a direct cause of perimenopause and menopause, and that is because as our bodies start declining and producing estrogen in the ovaries, the estrogen comes from other organs. So estrogen is also produced in small amounts in the adrenal glands, in the breasts, and in the fat tissue. And so if the body is not getting enough estrogen, and actually, well, here's the thing. Most of the time, the body is going to try to produce more estrogen because the amounts that are coming from the adrenals are pretty small. But so many people have adrenal issues because of stress and everything in midlife that often there's not enough being produced there. So there is a tendency of the body to protect itself, to try to produce more estrogen, and so it will naturally put on a small amount of body fat to make that estrogen that is needed. So our bodies are super smart. They're doing what they need to do to protect us. We need estrogen, especially for bone health. So so that's what's going on there. So when you get frustrated over your little bit of extra belly fat in your muffin top, just maybe take a second to appreciate the miracle that is your body, that is trying to help you out and protect you by producing more estrogen. The second group of women is actually, unfortunately, more common, and that is people who have probably been struggling with weight for most of their lives and just find it even more difficult in midlife to lose weight. I was kind of in that same camp. I had, after I went through menopause, which I went through kind of early and prematurely, I had about 30-40 pounds that I just could not get rid of no matter what I did. I did finally lose that, but it was very difficult. So I'll get into how I did that maybe a little towards the end. But let me tell you that most of that is due to inflammation. It's not really directly related to perimenopause or menopause per se. It could be related to hormone imbalance, but it's primarily related to inflammation, and it's just sort of a lifetime of inflammation building up that happens to coincide with the time that you're going through these changes in life and maybe an imbalance in your hormones. So it's kind of a circular process. Being overweight can cause inflammation, but inflammation can cause weight gain and difficulty losing weight. So it's kind of a difficult situation. You need to get to the bottom of the inflammation. What I see is the most common reasons for inflammation in women are poor diet, standard American diet full of processed foods, and too many processed carbs. That's the primary reason. Industrial seed oils are a big reason. Any of the processed oils like canola oil, cottonseed oil, soybean oil, all the processed seed oils are extremely inflammatory and cause an imbalance between the omega-6s and omega-3s. So that's one of the big inflammatory. The other thing is actually, especially for women, and this is one of the reasons I think that women are more toxic than men, and that is our cosmetic and beauty products and our personal care products. This industry is pretty much unregulated in the United States. There are about 1,500 chemicals in women's personal care products and makeup that are illegal in other countries. So what we put on our skin is just as important as what we put into our bodies through our mouths. This stuff is absorbed into your bloodstream and it's making you very, very toxic. So I strongly recommend that you look into safer, healthier beauty products, and look for other ways of handling like moisturizer and things like that instead of putting toxic chemicals on your body. I use essential oils a lot. I love my essential oils. I also use other, for makeup, I use cleaner beauty care lines like Beauty Counter. You can, if you go to ewg.org, they have a database, and they even have an app on your phone that you can scan the barcode of a product before you buy it and see what the rating is for toxicity on EWG. So it's the Environmental Working Group, ewg.org, and it's called their Skin Deep database. So that's one of the areas that you need to look at to clean up the inflammation. So even if you're suffering from a hormone imbalance, and many women are at this age, I would say that you still need to clean up the inflammation first, and that's where I always want to start. I always want to start with gut health and looking at the inflammation and get that improved first before we start looking at balancing the hormones, because there's so much relationship, and as soon as you change one thing, then other things change. So it's best to start with cleaning up the system first before you start messing with adjusting and balancing the hormones, which can be done with diet and with lifestyle changes and with herbal remedies. There's a lot of things that we can do to adjust with nutrients the hormone imbalances without going to pharmaceuticals. So that's what I have to say about weight gain. It's not inevitable. It's not exactly directly related to perimenopause and menopause always. There's a small amount that is, but not the big weight gain or difficulty losing weight that women experience. Usually it's just it's a byproduct of our 40, 50, 60 years on this earth in a fairly toxic environment and maybe not living in the cleanest way. So we need to clean up our diets first and clean up our lifestyle, handle our stress. There are so many things that we can do to take care of that inflammation that will really help with the weight gain. So if you have any questions or you want to talk to me one-on-one, please send me, you can comment on here, send me a message. You can go to my website, mccannnutrition.com, and reach out to me, and I'm happy to do a free 30-minute consultation with anybody who is interested to learn more about my health coaching services. Okay? Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.